Of all the gods of Hinduism, Ganesha is the most popular god. His form is of elephant head on a human body. Even though Ganesha is said to be the son of Lord Shiva, a Saivite god, he is equally worshipped by Vaishnavite followers and is found in all temples of India. Not just that, he is an object of worship for Jains and Buddhists too. People of all native religions of India worship this figure. As a deity of Buddhism, Jainism and Hinduism, Vinayaka has a following in about 40 countries around the globe. No other deity has such an universal following like that of Ganesha. There must be some reason for this surprising fact. One more surprising observation is that while Hinduism destroyed Buddhism and Jainism in India, how come the so-called Hindu god Vinayaka was revered by both Buddhists and Jainists? If Vinayaka was originally a Hindu god, these people definitely would not have worshipped him. In this video, we are going to establish the true history of the evolution of Ganesha worship. In the process, we are going to narrate briefly the so far unknown, the very interesting religious history of India in general and in Tamil Nadu in particular. Being a huge subject, even the brief narration might be a little longer, and we request you to stay with us and you would definitely be rewarded. Hindu version of how Ganesha came into being, a very ugly anecdote, that is out of Parvati's body dirt, is not even worth mentioning. By Hindus we mean Saivites and Vaishnavites, as Hinduism is just a name given by the British as a composite name clubbing both Saivism and Vaishnavism. While Muruga was an ancient god known for several thousand years, how come the Ganesha, who in his form known today is fairly recent compared to Muruga, was inducted into Saivism around 7th century as an elder brother of Muruga? Moreover, Ganesha is often described as primary and wholesome god. These two observations infer that Ganesha was inducted into Saivism in the 7th century, while he was an identity of a belief system absorbed by the people of South India widely since ancient times, probably even before Muruga worship started. This is actually the truth. Let us now frame the first set of questions regarding Vinayaka. 1. While Muruga was an ancient god, how come the 7th century inducted Ganesha was made an elder brother of Muruga in Saivism? 2. Why is Ganesha worshipped as a common god among Hindus, Jains and Buddhists? 3. Why is Vinayaka the primary and wholesome god? In the process of finding the answers to the said questions, we shall take note of some facts on Vinayaka. We know about the Shankadakara Chaturthi, which is periodically observed both on the 4th day after full moon day and after no moon day. Chaturthi here means 4th day. Sankatahara means trouble solving. Sankatahara Chaturthi means trouble solving 4th day, which falls on every fortnight. Compare this with the people visiting doctors on designated days of the month who visits the place on those designated days. People do not visit any other Hindu deity for Sankata, and this department is exclusive. Hence, there should be something specific about Vinayaka about this fact. We shall come back to this topic after a while. Sankatam is a Tamil word which means putting together all the mountains in one's way, thus hindering one's progress. Sam means putting together, and Kadam means mountain in Tamil. One more observation we make is that at Uchipallayar Koil at Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu, there is also a Samana school just below the Vinayaka temple. The Samana schools are often called Jaina schools, which is atrociously wrong, and it would be realized so as we proceed in this video. Hence, we shall surmise a connection between Vinayaka and Samana saints. The oldest Vinayaka temple of the world is the Karaikudi Karpaga Vinayaka temple. Karpaga means carved out of a hillock. The fact that it is the oldest temple of the world is obvious from the signature of the sculptor, which is shown here. The style of Tamil writing is attributed to a period from 500 BCE to 500 AD. Hence, the age of the statue could well be from before Christian era. It shall be ascertained from one more evidence at hand. A Samana cave is situated near Dusi Mamandur. Within a couple of kilometers from that place and near Perunagar village, there is a stone circle. In one of the stones of the stone circle, a Proto-Vinayaka image is engraved. Stone circles are places where highly respected individuals, in this case Siddhars of ancient times, were buried. Hence, Ganesha is engraved as it represents a Siddhar who was buried here. We do not know the age of this stone circle. It could well be many 1,000 years old. Vadabi Vinayaka was brought to Tamil Nadu by Siru Tondar only during 7th century, and hence Karaikudi Vinayaka is the first worshipped Vinayaka not only of Tamil Nadu but also of the world. Karaikudi Vinayaka temple is being maintained by Tamil merchant community since ancient times. The second ancient Vinayaka being the one at Gades near Kabul in Afghanistan. This place was on the Silk Route, and we want the viewer to keep this information in his mind. This is a standing Vinayaka and is called Maha Vinayaka. One more additional info to keep in mind is that Karaikudi is a Nagarathar land who continued to be a merchant community of Tamil land since ancient times. These Nagarathars did overseas trading with both east and west, as Tamil Nadu was situated on a commercially strategic sea route. This is very much so in ancient times, as the sea voyage was only through sailed ships, and hence Tamil Nadu was a trade hub connecting the east with the west. The fact that the world's first Vinayaka, the Karaikudi Karpaga Vinayaka, was created by Tamil merchant community called Nagarathar community and is maintained even today by them, and the second ancient one is found on the Silk Route near Kabul in Afghanistan, have a connection with the evolution of Vinayaka worship, and we shall come back to this later in this video. Near Karaikudi at Sitannavasal there is a Samana school again. Not only that, Gorakhpur Samana Siddhar temple is also found on the hillock near Karaikudi Karpaga Vinayaka temple. These facts again prove the link between Vinayaka and Samana saints, and both together with the Nagarathar community. Near Karaikudi there is also a mountain called Nagarathar Malai, popularly known as Nartha Malai, as a merchant community called Nagarathar built Samana schools by carving these skills. They also made stone beds in the natural caverns at nearby mountains like Alurti Malai. Hundreds of such Samana beds are found all around Tamil Nadu, especially near trade routes. One more observation is that during puja, the Sanskrit sloka is chanted Suklam Bradaram, which means, "O the white dressed." Only senior Samana saints wore white dress, and this fact too connects Vinayaka with Samana saints. We shall recapitulate the points made so far. Sanskrit sloka itself says that Vinayaka was dressed white. Vinayaka was related to trading community and the Silk Route. Vinayaka temples of ancient times are close to Samana schools. People visit Vinayaka temples every fortnight on Sankatakara Chaturthi, like patients visiting the visiting doctors. All the above questions can be answered if one knows that Vinayaka represents Siddhars, the Tamil saints, who were called Samanas. Siddhars are people of wisdom. As I have stated that they are also called Samanas, this needs an elaborate description. Let us begin. If we consider the times when fully developed modern men evolved, their numbers were very, very small. Not only that their numbers were very small, they had too many predators like snakes, carnivorous animals, etc. Moreover, they had to fight the nature like thunderstorms, forest fires, etc. Since mountains offered safe living abodes in the form of caves, the earliest people chose mountains as their living place. To defend themselves against natural calamities and their predators, they wanted to increase their numbers desperately. Since reproductive organs of humans were responsible for the birth of new individuals, and since many women and children died due to miscarriage and delivery-related problems, people started worshipping the sex organs in order to have many and safe deliveries of new babies. That is how the Sivalinga worship started at a very, very distant times, probably 100,000 years ago itself. But in those times, no other philosophies were attached to Sivalingam. Along with worshipping snakes, fire and storms, which were fearsome and threatened their very existence, those men also worshipped Sivalingam, which was a symbol created by them. As time progressed, man grew curious about his surroundings and the natural events. He had too many questions and he knew no answers. He started observing nature keenly and tried to reason for the natural occurrings. He observed the animals who were actually his senior cousins on earth. He observed how they treated their illness themselves by consuming herbals. This helped him to develop his own system of medicine. He started developing his own reasonings and developed new herbal medicines. He observed how animals attack. Based on the observations, he developed his own self-defense martial art. He observed variety of sounds in forests and mountains. He studied the sounds, and that enabled him to make his own musical system and instruments like udukai and flute to start with. This way he developed a number of arts. Mountains enabled him to have a panoramic view of the skies. He studied the movements of planets, stars, sun, etc. This way he deciphered the pattern of movements and could predict natural occurrings. Naturally, for doing this, man required a dedicated life. Out of curiosity, he left his community and started living in forests and mountains, meditating, researching. He became an ascetic as he was preoccupied with his thoughts, and hence his wants were very minimal. He could most of the time meet his food requirements from his surroundings. Occasionally he came to the nearby villages to meet his food requirements. As his knowledge grew, he developed rhyming poetry to record his observations. Rhyming poetry helped him to memorize and recall easily. This way he developed language also. Language development was also one of the faculties of his research. To propagate and further the knowledge, he took students who could live with him and learn. The students also lived the life of an ascetic. This led to the Gurukula-like learning system evolving. Periodically, these people visited the nearby villages and helped them solve their problems with the wisdom gathered by these ascetics themselves. Hence, these ascetics developed respect among people. The people started depending on these ascetics for remedies for the problems they were facing in life. These ascetics did not collect any fees from the people for the services rendered by them, and this made them endeared to the population. These ascetics went to these people only for occasional needs of food, and that was in the way of begging. These people were called Siddhars. Siddham, a Tamil word, means wisdom in English. The narration we have given so far is the way of life of Tamil Siddhars, as Tamil civilization is the earliest civilization of the world. If you have any problem in accepting this fact, you shall accept this as a hypothesis and decide for yourself at the end of this video part. As I have mentioned earlier, the Siddhas went to the forests and mountains for seeking knowledge and wisdom. They did not take sainthood dissatisfied with human life, as is commonly believed. These were scientists on sabbatical to the forest for conducting research, uninhibited by the otherwise domestic surroundings. Only some of these ascetics went on to find the limits of yoga, and they attained nirvana, that is, moksha. Nirvana means reaching a state that signifies the victory over the five senses. We shall describe more of it later. From what has been said so far, the Siddhars were masters of all trades and had solutions for the problems faced by common men. Hence, the Siddhars were visited by the people who had problems to seek remedies. The place where the people made these ascetics was called Aaseevaham. Etymology of Aaseevaham. Asu, immediately when asked, without hesitation and fault free. Asu in Tamil means கேட்ட உடனேயே தங்குதடை இல்லாமல் பிழை இல்லாமல். ஈவு solution. Ivu in Tamil means Tirvu. Tirvu means solution. Aham, place. Aham in Tamil means Idam. Aaseevaham means the place where one gets fault-free, immediate solution to one's problems. In ancient times, Aaseevaham did not mean a religion, and it only referred to the place where the ascetics lived. These places were often near mountains, as Siddhars lived in caves called Pari in Tamil. Tamil Nadu is full of such places, running into several hundreds. Many of these places were natural caverns, and some were made by the kings and merchants by chipping the hills. Compared to the entire Indian subcontinent, only Tamil Nadu boasts of numerous places of this kind. Moreover, in the north, the caverns were man-made and of later period. Moreover, the northern man-made Buddha and Jaina caverns are huge compared to Tamil Nadu ones. The reason for that is that the North Indian stones are sandstones or soft stones and hence were very easy to carve, whereas Tamil Nadu stones are very hard stones and hence difficult to carve. We said that the North Indian caverns are man-made and of much later period compared to those in Tamil Nadu, majority of which were natural and only smooth beds were made by the kings and merchants. The caverns were habitats of Aaseevaham Siddhars who were dwelling there for several millenniums till then. Hence, these were very ancient ones. Moreover, the Tamil markings carved in these places date them to Buddha and Mahavira times at least, if not earlier. Hence, these schools were not Jaina schools as is wrongly attributed with a malintention of stealing history from the Tamils. Moreover, Mahavira, the 24th Tirthankarar, only was called Jaina as he is said to have won all the 5 senses. Hence, Parsvanatha was not a Jaina as the name itself did not exist before Mahavira, and hence Parsvanatha was just a samana, the meaning of which would be described in part 2 of the video set. Hence, calling Parsvanatha as Jaina is like naming grandfathers after their grandchildren, which is totally absurd. We normally name grandchildren after the grandfathers. Hence, it is atrocious that North Indian Jains are looting South Indian heritage, culture and history. We shall come back to this topic later. These ascetics took elephant as their identity or token. In Tamil, it is called Adayalam. The reason why they chose elephant as their identity is that among all animals, only elephant is considered to be possessing wisdom. One example of their wisdom is that young female elephants are not allowed to mate. Moreover, when they mate, they do not mate with young male elephants, as the offsprings produced this way are not tough and healthy. Even among humans, we commonly observe that children of below 18 aged mothers and fathers are less intelligent with poor IQ. Hence, it is not advised to get married before 20 years of age. Looks like elephants possess more wisdom than humans, probably because they are our senior cousins on earth. Of all animals, elephant is the most intelligent one. Of all the animals, only elephant is said to be most compassionate animal. The equivalent animal in water world is a dolphin, which possesses almost all special qualities of elephant. One more interesting fact attaches elephants to Siddhars. The Siddhars are yogis who are identified by the breathing practices. The nasal holes are very important part of the breathing. The elephant is the only animal which has such long nasal holes in the form of its trunk. There is one more reason why Tamil Siddhars consider elephant as their identity. That is the color concept of the Siddhars. We shall introduce the color concept first and then show how in this aspect also elephants fit with Siddhars' identity. The color concept of Siddhars. We have said earlier that the ascetics trained students in Gurukula method and imparted their knowledge to them. It took minimum 18 years to learn all aspects of Siddham. All aspects here means all arts and sciences. Language, medicine, martial arts, mind control science, which were part of the 64 types of arts. All these students were studying as a group in each of the hundreds of kavans. To distinguish the knowledge level of the students were assigned colored dresses on the basis of the knowledge stage they were in. The colors are in the ascending order from low to high and are black, blue, green, red, golden yellow, white and transparent. We want you to remember that these colors are 7 in numbers. 7 is one of the most important numbers of Tamil people. It originates from the 7 celestial objects first identified by the Tamil saints, 5 of which are planets and others are sun and moon. It is based on these that the days of the week were fixed 7 by the Tamils. Music, which was originally developed by the Tamils, had 7 suras, that is, frequencies and their octaves. Hence, it is okay that they chose 7 colors to distinguish their students' knowledge level. But our question is, why these colors? We know that man knew rainbow ever since he was born. That also has broadly 7 colors called Vibgya. If they just wanted some colors to distinguish the students, they could have used the rainbow colors. But they did not use the rainbow colors. They used black, blue, green, red, golden yellow, white and transparent in that order as the colors of distinction. The very choice of these colors reveal how thoughtful the Tamil Siddhas were. Black represents darkness and hence lack of wisdom. White represents enlightenment and hence wisdom. All the colors in between the two represents the natural sequence of seeing light from darkness, as the following video would show. I am surrounded by darkness. I can't see anything and I know nothing. I possess no wisdom. The color of the state is black. I am now seeing a ray of light. Yeah, the blue sky is unfolding in front of me. My vision is improving. My wisdom is improving. The color of this wisdom state is blue. Aided by this blue light, I am looking around. The greenery is unfolding. It is so soothing. The color of this wisdom state is green. The red sun is now rising and it is spreading red rays of light. Every object I see has a red tinge on it. The color corresponding to this wisdom level is red. The sun is shining golden yellow. It is spreading its yellow rays of light. The wisdom level of this state is golden yellow. Now the sun is shining bright white. The whole world is lightened. I am too enlightened. I can see everything in proper light. I now possess the highest wisdom. The color representing this state of wisdom is white. Tamil Siddhars classified these wisdom levels of humans from childhood to advanced ages into 6 stages and identified each of those stages with these colors. This is the color concept of Aaseevaham. The Samanapalli students' learning levels were identified by these colors, and they were wearing these color dresses too. The 7th stage is transparency, to stand for Siddhars who attained moksha, which is winning over all the 5 senses and hence are naked, which means they are wearing transparent clothing. The transparency, which is the 7th color, represents the attainment of nirvana, that is mukti, a state where one has won over all the 5 senses, a state where one feels no pain nor explicit pleasure. This nirvana state is represented by transparency. Not all the Siddhars reached this state, but only a select few. Except transparency, all the other colors are subdivided into 3 each, and hence total colors were 18. After reaching these 18 levels, one shall meditate to awaken the Kundalini to attain nirvana. Just compare this number with the 18 steps of Ayyappa temple, and we shall come back to this later in the video. We said that the nirvana state is identified as a state where one has won over all the 5 senses. In this state, the saint might see, but it would not have impact on his brain. He might hear, but it would not be registered in his brain. You can pinch him, but he would not feel the pain. He might smell, but he would not identify the smell. We shall put any substance in his mouth, but he would not feel the taste of it. This state is called nirvana. This could be explained through hibernation of animals in cold places. They go to long slumber for about 6 months until the winter is past. They do not feel the surroundings, and they are almost as if they are dead. The metabolic activities of these hibernating animals are to the minimum, and they do not age during this period. Nirvana stage of the saints is far advanced than this, and it is not based on natural selection as with the hibernating animals, but achieved solely through mind control. Like hibernating animals, the metabolic activities of these saints would also be minimal, and they too shall not age much. Their bodily requirements shall also be very minimal, and they could live very long if left unperturbed. For instance, when we feel angry or when we fear, our heartbeat increases and we sweat a lot, and our metabolic activities are the highest, and the people who often express such emotions age faster, and this fact is known to most people. We have elaborated on the nirvana stage, and it is the stage where the saint has won over all the 5 senses of the body. When this is the case, would he ever know whether he is wearing any cloth on his body? No, not at all. Hence, the nirvana stage also signifies nakedness. Even if he tie a cloth around his waist, it would loosen and fall, and he would not be aware of it, as he has won over all the 5 senses. Hence, in the naked state, he is said to wear transparent cloth, and hence the 7th color is transparent color. Here, transparency and the word nirvana should have a connection. Do they have? Yes, they do. Etymology of nirvana. Water is a colorless liquid, and one can look through water too. Hence, water could be used to express transparency. Water is called neer in Tamil, color is called vannam in Tamil, and hence neer plus vannam, neer vannam, neer vanna, nirvana, neer vanna, nirvana, neer vanna, nirvana. Hence, nirvana is a Tamil word which means naked and also means mukti state of a saint. There is varied accounts of nirvana in literature pertaining to schools of various beliefs, and the slightly differing accounts are due mainly to the misconception of the original Tamil definition. Nirvana state's outward symptom is the ascetic's nakedness. In this naked state, he is said to wear the directions, that is, Tikku in Tamil, as his dress. Ambaram is dress in Tamil. Tikku plus Ambaram is equal to Tigambaram. The sage who reached this stage is called Tigambarar. When Tigambara sage is only the final stage of Samana saint, how can it be the name of a sect called Tigambara? The other sect is called Svedambara, meaning the white cloth sect, and this stage is only the penultimate stage of a Tamil Samanam, the original concept. These are the non-Tamil sects of Samanam. These arose because the northern people did not fully grasp the fundamental principles of the Tamil Aaseevaham saints who actually created the color concept. To substantiate the color concept of Aaseevaham, we shall discuss another interesting info regarding this matter. We have already said that the Aaseevaham Siddhars developed the 64 types of arts and sciences. We know that Bodhidharma from Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu went to China and taught them the martial arts. We know that it is the martial art which flourished as Kung Fu, Karate, etc. among the eastern countries. We all know that the martial arts are using color identifiers. Their learning levels are marked by the color of their belts, where the starting color is white and the expert color is black. In between also, there are same or similar colors like that of Aaseevaham in reverse order, starting with white and followed by yellow, red, green, blue and ending with black. Since the martial art called Varmam is Tamil's art and it belonged to Aaseevaham Siddhars and went from Kanchipuram to China, the color concept also went from Tamil Nadu. In Aaseevaham, the beginner's color is black and the senior-most saint's color before Nirvana stage is white. Black here represents darkness and hence lack of wisdom, and white represents enlightenment and hence wisdom, as we have already stated. On the other hand, in Karate, the beginner's level is white, as the beginner is like a sadhu, and the ultimate stage is black, who is an expert fighter who symbolizes violence. Hence, the reverse order of color to indicate learning levels of martial arts as in Karate is as per the same definition as in Aaseevaham color scheme. This further proves the color concept and hence Aaseevaham birthplace is Tamil Nadu and hence Samanam spread from south to north and not otherwise, as is often stated with malintention. We shall provide more proofs later. We have already said that elephant as the identity of Siddhars tallies with the color concept of Aaseevaham. Indian elephant is born black. However, as it ages, the elephant's color changes to brown and finally grey when it dies after living its full quarter of life. Hence, intelligence, wisdom, compassion, long nostrils, skin color changing attributes of the elephant, which represent the color concept of Siddhars, made them to be used as a token or identity of the Siddhars. In this video, we had described the relationship between Samana saints and the merchants. We have also described the relationship between Vinayaka and the merchant community of Tamil Nadu called Nagaratha. This is a triangular relationship between the three. We have also stated with reason why elephant was used as an identity of Aaseevaham saints and the color concept of Aaseevaham. We have also stated with reasoning that Aaseevaham Siddhars were creators of arts and several of such arts migrated to eastern and western countries. One such art called Karate, the martial art, went to eastern countries along with the color concept of Aaseevaham. In the next video, we shall show that the Aaseevaham Siddhars were called Samanar and would describe how Vinayaka and his worship evolved.